Hello everyone, happy holidays. This video is a continuation of my makeup and mani for Christmas 2014. This is the manicure tutorial. If you want to check out my makeup for Christmas this year, I do have the tutorial already posted on my channel. There'll be a link in the description box below along with all the info for the products used in this video, so be sure to check it out because it's a lot of work that goes into that description box. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. My mani is inspired by the Nutcracker. I love the Nutcracker. I love it during Christmas. So of course I had to do it for this manicure. I hope you enjoy. Alright, so please excuse my poor nails. My ring finger was a little discolored because I didn't have a base coat on my last manicure, and then my poor pointer finger, the whole nail just kind of ripped off. So we're just dealing with what we've got here. So to start off this tutorial, I used Nail Tech 2's Intensive Therapy Base Coat. Oh, I really wish I had it during my last mani. Like I said, discoloration on my nail, which I absolutely just hate. And I'm just going to apply a normal coat to each nail. And then we just need to let that dry. After that's dried, I'm going to be using Zoya nail polish in the shade Blue, just a really pretty light blue cream. And I'm going to apply a coat to my pointer finger, my middle finger, and skipping my ring finger and then going on to the pinky. Now for my ring finger, I'm going to be using OPI's Don't Bossa Nova Me Around, a really nice, very light nude shade. And then I just need to let the first coat dry. After it's dry, go ahead and apply a second coat for full opacity. And then let that dry as well, following routine, I guess you could say. Now that's over, I'm going to be using a cheeky nail art brush. I bought a super inexpensive set, probably on Amazon. I don't even think these brushes have names, honestly. And then I'm going to be using 100% acetone nail polish remover to clean up my cuticles or any polish that may have gotten on my finger, places that I don't want it to be, essentially. And just make it look all nice, neat, and tidy. Now for my snow on my nails, I'm going to be using a cheeky nail art dotting tool. Once again, just bought a super inexpensive set from Amazon, and then Zoya nail polish in the shade Purity, which is just a nice bright white. And I'm just going to apply random dots on the tip of the nail, kind of like a messy French manicure, I guess you can say. You really can't go wrong with this. I mean, it's snow, so however it falls, it falls. Now for the snow itself, after the Purity has dried, I'm going to be using Chaos and Crocodiles Polar Bear in a Snowstorm, which I thought was pretty appropriate for this manicure, wouldn't you say? And then I'm just going to apply a pretty light coat on each nail that has the snow. And let that dry. Now I'm going to go ahead after that's dried and finish the snow nails with Seche Vite's Fast Dry Top Coat for a nice glossy finish. One thing I will say about this combination, it did pull the Zoya polish just a little bit, so the snow ended up looking a little bit bunchy on the tips of my nails, which I wasn't too happy about, but I needed this mani to dry fast. Now for my Nutcracker, I'm going to be using just regular old Scotch tape and apply it on the back of my hand a few times to get rid of some of the stickiness. And I'm going to be making his hat first. So I'm going to apply the tape onto about 3/4 of the nail, just leaving the top part of the nail open. I'm going to be using OPI's Black Onyx Polish and just apply 1 coat to the open part of the nail. Now after that's had a few seconds to set, I'm going to go ahead and take off the tape, and you can see it kind of messed up a little bit. No big deal though, because easy to do a little bit of cleanup, plus I'll be covering up some of it. So as you can see, I already kind of touched it up just a teensy bit with the nude polish. Now I'm going to be using Sally Hansen's I Heart Nail Art Pen in the shade White, and I'm going to apply rectangles on either side, starting from the black down on the cuticle. And this is going to be for the Nutcracker's hair. Then I'm going to apply a rectangle on the very center bottom of my nail, and this is going to be for his mouth. After that's done, I'm going to apply some dashes across and then a semicircle for his eyes. And then using another cheeky nail art brush, again, I don't know the names of these, they don't have names on them, I can't find them anywhere, and Zoya nail polish in the shade Rue, which is sort of a light pink nude. I'm going to apply just a single dash down the very center for his nose. Very understated, but you can still see it. Then using another nail art dotting tool from Cheeky, it came in the same set, I believe, just a slightly different size. I'm going to be using City Colors nail polish in the shade Blush, again wildly appropriate for what I'm going to be using it for. And I'm just going to apply a dot on either side of the nose for his cheeks. And then using another Sally Hansen I Heart Nail Art Pen in the shade Turquoise, I'm going to apply a dot to the center of each eye. Now just a note on this, I found out the hard way, because look how perfect this looks. You'll see at the end, and you probably saw it at the beginning, the turquoise polish did run quite a bit, and I'll talk more about it a little bit later. Now I'm going to be using Sally Hansen's I Heart Nail Art Pen in the shade Black and draw a dash above each eye, as well as some eyebrows. And then using an older nail art pen from Sally Hansen, I don't think they sell these anymore, in the shade Red, I'm going to apply a line on either side of his mouth and on the top, basically just lining his mouth, and then some dashes down the center for his gums. Now using a long striping brush from the Cheeky nail art set that I have, and then the Zoya polish in the shade Goldie. Such a pretty shade, isn't it? I'm going to line a pretty thin gold line across the top of his hat. And then to finish up, using the black nail art pen for his mustache, because what nutcracker would be complete without a mustache? And that's it. And that's the end of the Manny. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see by the photo, the turquoise eyes bled into the white, which I was a little disappointed in, but I mean, what you gonna do? I still think it turned out cute. I mean, all nutcrackers are mostly hand painted, so I think it kind of added to the look of it being a hand painted nutcracker instead of just being too perfect. But if you're going to be using these Sally Hansen nail art pens, just a note, they do bleed into each other if you use them on top of each other, and although they dry fairly quick, they will completely rub off if you do not use a good top coat over it. They did dry fast, like I said, so I just finished the look with a one coat of the Seche Vite top coat, but any spots that the Seche Vite didn't happen to hit, which I had a little bit of trouble on the very, very edge where the white of his hair was, it did rub off a little bit if I didn't have top coat over it. So that's just a little note there, but and also, like I said, be sure to check out my video for the makeup I wore for this Christmas. I think that's it. Happy holidays, everyone. New Year's coming up soon. I hope you enjoyed. Talk to y'all soon. Bye. Mwah.